You know, there's a reason the Bible talks about adultery so much. Like God didn't just randomly say don't cheat. He said it because he knows what happens when we do. See, every command God gives, it's not to limit us, it's to protect us. But the problem is, people today see sin as something old-fashioned. They say times have changed, but sin hasn't changed, bro. It just got better at hiding. Look around. Cheating has become normal. In movies, in songs, even in conversations. People brag about it like it's a skill. But God already warned us what happens when we walk down that road. In Proverbs 6 verse 32, it says, "But a man who commits adultery has no sense. Whoever does so destroys himself." That's not just a random proverb. That's a mirror. Because when you cheat, you're not just breaking someone's heart. You're tearing down your own soul. Adultery doesn't start in the bed. It starts in the heart. It starts when you entertain that one thought, that one text, that one innocent conversation you know crossed a line. Before you know it, that small seed grows into something that ruins everything. You lose peace. You lose trust. You lose the very thing God gave you to protect, your covenant. And you know what's tough? We live in a time where people can cheat and still look holy online. They post Bible verses while hiding secrets. They smile in public but sleep in guilt. And that's exactly how the enemy wants it. He wants people to live double lives until they forget who they really are. But let's look at another verse. Hebrews 13 verse 4 says, "Marriage should be honored by all, and the marriage bed kept pure, for God will judge the adulterer and all the sexually immoral." Notice that. It says honored by all. That means even if you're single, you're supposed to respect what marriage represents. Because marriage is not just a piece of paper. It's a picture of something holy. God's faithfulness to his people. So when we treat marriage lightly, we're disrespecting something sacred to God. And that's what's happening today. People cheat, then act like it's no big deal. They say everybody does it. But that's the problem. Everybody's doing what's destroying them. Families are breaking. Kids are growing up without trust. Homes that were supposed to be peaceful are now war zones. All because someone followed their feelings instead of God's truth. And this is where it gets deeper. In the spiritual world, adultery isn't just physical, it's also symbolic. When people turn away from God and chase idols, the Bible calls that spiritual adultery. In other words, God uses marriage to show his relationship with us. So when we cheat, either on our spouse or on him, we're breaking a sacred bond, and that's what the enemy wants. He wants us to lose the ability to stay faithful. Because if he can destroy faithfulness in your marriage, he can destroy faithfulness in your walk with God. But here's the thing. God never exposes sin to embarrass you. He exposes it to heal you. He's not trying to condemn you. He's trying to save you from the trap. You might be listening to this and thinking, I already messed up. But listen, grace is still available. David messed up too. He fell hard, but when he repented, God still called him a man after his own heart. That's how powerful God's mercy is. He can take your broken story and turn it into a testimony if you're willing to turn back to him. So yeah, the Bible warns against adultery because it destroys everything good. Your peace, your purpose, your family, your connection with God. And the world keeps telling us it's not that serious, but the Bible keeps saying it's more serious than you think. We can't heal a generation that celebrates what God condemns. We can't build strong homes when we keep breaking covenants. So maybe the question isn't, why does God warn against adultery? Maybe the real question is, how long will we ignore his warning before it's too late? Because if you look around, the warning signs are already here. Broken homes, cold hearts, love without commitment, lust without meaning. But there's still hope, because even now, God is calling people back to purity, to faithfulness, to real love, the kind that lasts. And that's why he warned us, not to shame us, but to save us.